Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to Post Cologne. Today we're taking a look at Lattafa Pride's Art of Arabia 1. Alright, so Art of Arabia 1 is from the House of Lattafa. It's from their Pride line series, and I picked this bad boy up from Fragrance Buy for $38. Link will be down in the description if you decide you want to check this one out. Also have a coupon code. Save yourself $5 off your first purchase at Fragrance Buy if you decide you want to shop with them. Box presentation on this, quite nice. It does have this kind of thick cardboard with this metallic silver going on with it, and it does open up. Ooh, see, it snaps shut. You gotta watch your fingers. Like so, revealing our fragrance bottle, sitting in this nice kind of foamy style of insert. So nice box presentation for $38. And the bottle, kind of sticking with the Pride line series with this kind of matte black finish to it, has this tower on the front there. I didn't do any research on that, so comment down below if you know what that architectural structure is right there. Cap on this got kind of a nice half circle shape to it with the Lattafa logo right there and Lattafa Pride on the reverse side. So overall, nice bottle and box presentation. So for 38 bucks, well done. So if you were wondering what Lattafa's Art of Arabia 1 smells like, you've come to the right place. So I'm about to tell you. Some of the notes listed in this are a bergamot, mint, lavender, black tea, ginger, ambroxan, olibanum, and cinnamon. So let me tell you what I get from this fragrance. In the opening, you get a nice, fresh, sharp, clean blast of that mint and that bergamot coming through, along with this nice ginger and this fresh, aromatic, almost soapy style of lavender. What comes through first is some nice sweetness from that black tea note that's in there, but you really get this nice minty profile that comes through, mixing with those citrus accords. The ginger is really forward as well, giving you that fresh, spicy aspect that ginger typically has, and it just all marries together very, very nice. This is apparently a clone of Louis Vuitton's Imagination. I am not familiar with that scent, but what I do pick up from this one for the people out there that are more familiar with the Lattafa fragrances is this is almost kind of a twist between the Al Khayyam Silver and the Tharwa. The mints that comes through with that Tharwa, with that fresh, clean lavender, mixing with that kind of sweet, sharp, citrusy profile that you get from the Al Khayyam, which is a clone of Bulgari's Tiger. That's kind of what I'm picking up with this one. It has that kind of a marriage of those two fragrances, and it is quite lovely. As this opens up a little bit more, that fresh ginger sticks around with that mint, and you get more of that black tea comes through. So the black tea adds that sweetness to it, and it marries in really nice with those fresh spicy aspects, that minty aspect that's there. And you get a little bit more of that lavender that pokes through, and the lavender kind of transforms into a very soapy, clean sort of vibe that goes on to it. So very fresh, very sharp, has this kind of herbal, medicinal feel in that opening, and as it gets to the mid, more of a kind of a soapy appeal that comes through. Like I said, very clean, very fresh scent DNA that goes on to this. As you get towards the dry down, you get a little bit more of that ambroxan coming through and giving it a nice push, a little bit more of that clean sweetness coming through. Little hints of that cinnamon coming through, kind of warms it up as it gets towards that dry down, but it's not a detectable note. It's not like a warm spice that comes through necessarily. It just changes the temperature ever so slightly. And that olibanum there kind of adds a little bit more kind of a citrusy lemon style to it as well. It gives it a little bit of a dryness that comes through, but it just kind of elevates that ginger a little bit more, makes that mint pop a little bit more. And that lavender is riding from that opening all the way to the dry down, so you get that clean aromatic feel to it. So overall, a very fresh, sharp, clean, fresh, spicy profile going on to this, and it is really quite lovely. So when it comes to the performance of Lattafa's Art of Arabia 1, considering the scent profile for this being kind of a fresh, clean, aromatic style of fragrance, this actually gets a decent projection in that first hour. This does push off quite well. You get that nice fresh ginger. The ambroxan helps push this out a little bit more, and you get that minty, fresh, clean, aromatic style of scent DNA that really kind of pushes off for that first hour. After that, it does settle back in, and it does sit a little bit closer at that point, but in terms of longevity, this does stick around for a decent amount of time. I get between 6 to 8 hours worth of longevity off of this one. So again, considering this is a very citrusy, fresh, clean, soapy, aromatic style of fragrance for those kind of freshy style of fragrances, this does perform very well. Not a beast mode fragrance. That initial blast does push off pretty quick, but like I said, it does settle back in. So not in beast mode territory, but for a freshie, I'm not disappointed. Now, when it comes to the wear end, when I think Lattafa's Art of Arabia one would be most appropriate, this has definitely got those summertime vibes, the warm temperatures, you know, a warm spring day or a summer day for sure. Those high to mid temperatures, that's where this one's going to shine, just because of that citrusy profile, that clean, fresh sharpness that comes through, just lends itself to those warmer days. Don't think this is going to push through the cold on those kind of winter days or even those late fall days. Just doesn't have that oomph to it that can break through those cold days, especially here in Canada where it gets pretty cold. Definitely a warm to hot weather style of fragrance. In terms of occasions, very much a casual style of fragrance. This would be great for the office, great for the gym, great for kicking around doing errands or going for lunch with friends. Just has that casual, laid back sort of vibe to it, but gives across that clean, professional vibe at the same point. So I've worn this to the office a couple times, and I've worn this to the gym more than a handful of times, and it's just absolutely fantastic. Has that compliment factor going on to it, has that mass appeal, not a challenging style of fragrance that you're gonna offend anybody. So you can wear this in pretty much any casual occasion and you're gonna pull it off. So like I said, mid to warm temperatures, hot summer days, and just wearing this around any casual event. So my overall thoughts on Lattafa's Art of Arabia one is, this is a really nice fragrance. Nothing groundbreaking on this one, but it really has kind of that nice mix. If you're into the Alkayam Silver, if you're into Lattafa's Tharwa with that minty profile and that lavender that comes through, mixing with those citruses, the black tea note is a nice twist to this one from those other two fragrances. Same neighborhood, not quite hitting, you know, the clone mark on either of those two, but it is kind of like a hybrid mix between those two with some added pizzazz with that black tea note. And I really, really enjoy this one. I think this is a nice dumb reach style of fragrance, great for the gym, great for the office, great for just kicking around casual wear. I absolutely think this is just a fantastic fragrance. And for, you know, what it is in terms of the fresh, clean, sharp style of fragrance, the performance on this is not disappointing. Not a beast mode fragrance, like I said before, but this will definitely get you through a work day, get you through a gym session, no problem. So for 38 bucks, I am quite pleased with this one. If you're into those fresh, clean style of fragrances, if you like a good ginger, mint, lavender style of fragrance with some nice sweet black tea, you might want to check this one out. That's Lattafa's Art of Arabia 1. And I want to hear from you guys. What's another Lattafa fragrance that you want to see me do a full review on? Comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. Love getting your different recommendations, your hidden gems, different taste and scent profiles. Appreciate you. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.